Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I will be discussing 10 account goals for beginner or newer players in RuneScape 3. Although people may see beginner players differently, for this video I am going to define a beginner player as someone who has recently started the game and is just looking for some guidance as to what to progress with first. So if that's you, you'll definitely find this video helpful. And if you yourself are not a beginner player, you may want to subscribe to the channel because I will be making this into a bit of a series where I will be making future videos talking about some account goals for other sort of players, for example, high-level players. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely subscribe. But now getting back to this video, I will be ordering these account goals based on which ones you should generally prioritize first. So before we jump into it, I want to give a quick shout out to my Discord server and Twitch channel. The link to those are in the description down below, and both are great places to chat with me along with other fellow scapers, and I really hope to see you guys there. Anyway, let's get into these 10 account goals for beginner players. As a beginner player, you'll probably first find yourself exploring what RuneScape has to offer in a free-to-play world. Now during this time in free-to-play, you'll have an excellent opportunity to accomplish the first account goal, which is complete all the free-to-play quests. Quests are essential in RuneScape 3, they unlock so many useful rewards, and many of these free-to-play quests will need to be completed later on as you progress your account, as they are prerequisites to future useful quests. Now quests really are essential if you're planning on going far in RuneScape, and completing the free-to-play quests is a really good start. And just an example of some amazing quest rewards include different areas and locations to explore, curses for PVM, various creatures, and even really good XP rewards. So overall, completing the free-to-play quests will give you a good feel for the game and make some really good progress on your account. Now moving on to our second account goal. Beginner players should strive for level 50 combat stats. So at level 50, you are able to wear the best free-to-play gear, which means you would be a lot closer to being ready to become a member. Also, a lot of the training methods won't be too much better in members worlds anyway, which also goes for most of the other free-to-play skills as well. So you can pretty much train melee pretty fast at places like troll chuckers, cockroach soldiers, hill giants, and even deadly red spiders at higher levels. Now if you are a member, you can do the waterfall quest, which will give you a really good head start. But if you are just going to start off as a free-to-play, you can use these areas to train up your combat. And when I say combat stats, I mean all your melee stats, attack, strength, defense, magic as well, and then try and get level 50 ranged would be good as well. Now, once you have trained your combat, you should now work on getting level 43 prayer for protection prayers. So this will be extremely useful for mid-game PVM up until you eventually unlock curses. You can train prayer pretty easily at the Nexus, which gives slow but free prayer XP, and it can be done in free-to-play. And it is enough to get level 40 prayer, so you're almost there to 43 if you just train through the Nexus. And if you do have membership, a much faster method would be offering Dragon Bones at player-owned altars or the Chaos Altar. This method will be a lot faster, however, it will be a bit costly as well. Once you have accomplished level 43 prayer, another really good account goal for free-to-play accounts or beginner accounts would be just to get base 50 free-to-play skills. So if you are still in free-to-play, training all free-to-play skills to about level 50 wouldn't be too much faster as a member anyway, which is why you should probably do it in free-to-play first. You won't really save too much time getting member and then doing it. And if you do get base level 50 skills, then once you do get membership, you will actually be able to use more member methods and just basically use more member content. It basically just gives you the most out of your membership, which is why getting level 50 base stats is a good idea in free-to-play first. Now moving on to our next account goal, this is going to be time to make some starting cash. So about 10 mil is a good base amount of starting cash for newer players. Now after you get the base 50 free-to-play skills, your time in free-to-play is probably about to come to an end, and you should be just about ready for member worlds. So the next account goal, of course, is just going to be get some starting cash. Now, if you are planning on purchasing a bond for membership, you can save up for that, but it would also be a good idea to have at least a few million coins to spare, just so you can spend them when you are a member. There's a lot of really good member items that you'll need a little bit of money for. So if you are doing that, make sure you have a little bit of extra cash. And also, if you are able to buy membership with real currency, that may be your best bet, since it would cost about $5 to $10 depending on which currency you have. But it will give you 14 days of membership, and if you were to buy a bond with in-game money, then it would take about 20 hours to grind to get that cash in free-to-play to buy one. So of course it would be more time efficient just to spend real-life currency on your first membership at least. And so moving on to account goal number 6, we have try out member skills. So of course, once you get membership and some starting cash, you're going to want to just try out the member skills. Find some skills that you enjoy the most. Some skills that you might enjoy, maybe it's Hunter, maybe you enjoy Construction or Slayer. Slayer's a really popular one. Then there's also Farming. There's just so much more content in member worlds. You can also explore different areas. That is just a good way to start off your membership. It gives you a lot of fresh new content, so why not just try it all out and see what you enjoy the most. Now moving on to number 7, I would highly suggest you starting Slayer. Now I did say that you should train any skill that you prefer, so the skill that you would like the most, you should probably spend some time doing that since you enjoy it, but Slayer really is a fun skill for a lot of players, so you might even enjoy this, but if not, it still is super useful. You not only get to kill creatures and make money eventually, you'll also train all of your combat stats as well, so you're training basically a bunch of different skills at once, which is really good to progress your account. Combat is really important in RuneScape 3, especially at the high levels. So just starting Slayer and getting your account to level up is always a really great idea. Now moving on to number 8, you really should start doing some useful member quests. So there are so many useful quests that you should try and do, and I will be linking a link to a video I made recently talking about some of the most useful quests rewards in RuneScape 3. That video should be super helpful to a lot of you guys. I actually ordered most of the quests based on what you would generally want to complete first, so that should be a pretty good sort of quest planning guide for you guys. As I said, I will be linking it in the description, but just an example of a few quests that you should start to do when you do get membership. Of course, you can start off with waterfall quests, some really good XP rewards there for combat at least. And also it is a prerequisite for some really important quests in the future. Also Smoke and Kills, that's a baseline quest to start Slayer. Then Fairy Tale Part 1, Throne of Miscellanea, Jack of Spades to unlock Menaphos is really important. The World Awakes as well, and there's so many other quests that I do mention in that guide, so if you guys do want to check that out, it will be linked in the description. Now moving on to number 9, we have join a clan / making friends. This is really important in RuneScape 3. It's sort of what makes the game fun. RuneScape 3 is an MMO, so you should be playing it with some other players. So you can make some friends. Join a clan is a really great way to make a lot of friends, because you can do some stuff with your clan mates, and also they sometimes organize events and stuff like that. So if you can find a clan to join, that would be a great thing to do. You can join my Discord. I currently don't have a clan, or else I would have offered that, but you can join my Discord. We have tons of players in there that all play RuneScape, and they're always down to do something and help you guys out. So if you have any questions, you can definitely ask them in my Discord. And of course, the link to that is in the description as well. So if you guys do want to join that, feel free, and I'll be there to answer any questions as well as everyone else. Now moving on to our 10th account goal for beginner players. At this point, you're sort of getting the hang of RuneScape 3, and the next account goal is getting base 60 skills. So you already should have about base 50 free-to-play skills. Now there's so many other member skills as well that you will need to train up, and getting about base 60 skills may take quite a bit of time, but it will give you a good feel for each skill in the game, which will be really, really useful. And also at this point, I would say, once you do get about base 60 skills, you're no longer a beginner player. You really have played this game for a decent amount of time, and you kind of know what it's about and all the skills. So at this point, you'd be moving on to sort of a mid-level player, and as I said, I am going to be making this into a series, so I will be making a mid-level account goal guide in the future, probably pretty soon. So if you guys do want to subscribe to the channel so you're notified for that, definitely do that, and it's going to be super useful for you guys. Anyway guys, I really hope you did enjoy this video and found it super helpful. And if you guys are interested, you can join my Discord server again. Link is in the description down below. And also follow my Twitch. I have been live streaming a lot lately, and it's a great place to sort of go one-on-one with me. If you have any questions, you can ask them there, and I'll answer them. So it is a pretty good way of interacting with me, which is something I really like about Twitch. I really hope to see you guys in the next live stream and also in the next video. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.